Karla is about to go live online. Catch all-out monster hit music, all-out celebrity interviews, all-out showbiz and sports news, all-out fun, and exclusive on the Monster. Catch the stream on the Monster Facebook page at RX931, the Monster YouTube channel at RX931, and twitch.tv/Monster RX931. Your all-out hosts, Rico Robles and Karla Aguas. Stand by and enjoy the program.
Hey, you know what
Hello,
it is.
everybody. Yes, we are live on air. We're also live, of course, over on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. And Monsters, have we got a show for you today? I don't know about you, Rico, but I'm so happy. I feel like I'm dancing on a cloud. I mean, don't even talk to me about just how lucky I feel. These men just sing out songs from my heart. And I mean, no matter how many times I get it broken, 1, 2, 3 strikes, I feel like, what is there to do but come home, right? And I think the very important question we got to ask everybody now is, let's just say the world ended a week from now. What would you do? You know what I would do, Rico? I'd listen to their album over and over and over again. So introduce these men because I'm going crazy. I want to meet them. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of greatness. First time on the show, Andy, James, HONNE. Hey!
That was the best intro I've ever
Dude, I'm excited. I'm too excited.
Oh my God.
How are you guys doing?
I am honored. Hi, Andy. Hi, James. Not a fan. Not a fan at all. Anyway. Hi. Rico, go on.
So how are you guys? Where are you joining us from? Andy, where are you joining us from?
So I'm in my sort of house studio at home in southeast London. And James is basically at the same place, but like 5 minutes down the road.
I'm also in my little home studio.
We live
really close to each other in a leafy bit of London.
Look at the gear setup. You guys are the third London-based guest that we had this week. Actually, last week, we had No Rome, then we had Becca, then you guys.
Yeah,
my goodness. You know what I mean?
Music with you. I flippin' love London. Oh, yeah, Rico, carry on.
You don't want to be here now, though. It's too cold.
Yeah,
too cold, bro. Now, working with Khalid, how did that come about? Let us know the story about that.
Go on, James. You tell it so well.
Okay, so it all started a few years ago. So we were just messaging Khalid on Twitter. We've been speaking to him maybe since 4 or 5 years ago. He was coming to London for his first show here. And unfortunately, we didn't get to go, but we stayed in touch. We did go to a few of his shows in London later on and kind of hung out backstage afterwards, which was nice. And yeah, he said, send over any instrumentals you want. Like, I'm looking for beats. So we sent him this instrumental and he sent it back within like a couple of hours and just text saying, I felt so inspired. And it was 3 strikes. 3 strikes was born. It wasn't quite in the form it is now. So we took it away and worked on it more ourselves. And yeah, sent it back to him. And he was like, oh, I absolutely love this. Our voices are amazing together. And 3 strikes was born.
I mean, was that always been the component of how you guys do music, Andy and James? Is it more of like that you have people, especially now in these pandemic times, was it more of an advantage when this happens that it's all technology based? Or is it better when you have them raw and live with you guys inside the studio, Andy?
I think we always work really well when we're in the studio with people. Like, that's how we enjoy it the most. But having said that, we're very lucky that we live in this digital age whereby we can connect with all these artists online and do it that way instead. And it's just, I know the pandemic's been bad in many, many ways, but it means that everyone, like every artist, is at home, not on tour, which means we can sort of message them and get them to be on our album, and it all works out. Yeah, so it's upsides and downsides.
I think it's pretty awesome because, borders were
Mm.
closed, but people felt more connected than ever because they were able to use, the digital world in order to create such masterpieces. Sorry, I popped out for a little bit. Internet, good times. So I want to know, guys, this is your third studio album, and the tracks are amazing. I think we can all agree you guys are well loved, not just in Asia, but around the world. What's the difference between this album compared to the others? Because I feel like it sounds like you guys, but it's a different version, and like I love it. So what's the concept behind it? What was the feel of it, and what makes it different from the other two?
Start with
Yeah, it's
James.
hard. It's kind of hard to pinpoint the difference. It's definitely one that we've stopped. Kind of. I feel like in the past we've often been like, oh, we can't take it there. Like it can't get too big. It can't get too exciting. And with this one, we kind of just sidestepped all that and wanted to make the best songs that we possibly could. So yeah, I feel like it's like a bigger, brighter kind of sound for us. It's more daytime, like yeah, and it all kind of came from this idea of the album title, which is from the song "What Would You Do?" Let's just say the world ended a week from now. What would you do? And it's about who would you hold close to you if the world was ending a week from now. And the album is just celebrating those people and the stories behind those people who are in our lives.
Mm, I love it. I swear I could listen to this album on repeat. And the one with Khalid, I think we all have to agree. I mean, he's an incredible artist. Rico, did you ask them what it was like working with him? Because he's
Well,
just a ball of,
exactly. I mean,
yeah,
he,
like,
he was mentioning earlier, actually, James had just mentioned all about, sending the tracks and all that, but it's still a
mhm.
different vibe, right? When you guys are all in one studio. You know what I mean?
Was
So
he on
now,
your list? Was he on your list of artists to collaborate with? Because sorry, Rico, we have a question over on Twitter from Raisa, who said, Han, you guys have been collaborating with a lot of Asian artists as well, right? I mean, Nikki's on one of the tracks. So,
Mhm.
like, when it comes to picking the people you collaborate with, do the two of you have a list and then you go over it and you're like, okay, this person would be great for this track, or do you send it to everyone and you're like, let's just see who sounds the best? Let's go. You
Yeah,
know?
that would be good. That would be good. No, we're very specific with our features, and we love music, so we like regardless of the genre, we'll listen to lots of different music, and we look for artists who have great vocals, great voices, and who are doing great things, and that we just feel that we love their music, and that's how we choose. And with Nikki, that was just a huge coincidence. Like we've loved her for a long, long time, and had tried to contact her on Instagram, but I think our messages went into her junk folder. Um, but
Oh my
we, so yeah, so it just was coincidence though that we were in LA writing music in a studio, and she was just next door. We had no idea until the person we were working with said, "Oh, Nikki's next door." And we were like, "Oh, Nikki's next door. We've got to go and say hello." And I think she was told that we were next door as well, and she was doing the exact same thing. So that was really nice, and that's a scenario where we were able to work together in the same room. And yeah, we're so happy she came on Coming Home. It was sounded brilliant.
I
I
mean,
mean,
that's what you call faith.
right now. Yep, it's
Yeah,
fate,
faith.
serendipity. It's how beautiful live. Now, Addie James, I mean, we have a portion on the show we like to call All Out Questions, where we ask you the most random, silly, totally nonsensical questions. And Rico is the master of this, so I want him to start.
Okay,
Rico,
I'm ready for it.
You guys are master producers. You know what I mean? You guys are multi awarded. Who is the most famous person that you guys have met? And you're like, man, I just met this person. I'm just like starstruck. Let's start with you, James.
I think Sam Smith.
oh,
So we wrote part of Back on Top with Sam on this album. So that was crazy. And Sam's really, really lovely. Just a very lovely, kind, warm-hearted person. So it was really fun.
I mean,
Sam
that's
Smith. How about you, Andy? Same?
I think it might be the same. Yeah, I'm not. I'm I'm very shy when it comes to well, when it comes to meeting most people. I'm very shy.
Oh,
If they're even somewhat slightly famous, then I'm just like, oh god, I can't speak anymore. So
Hi, I'm Andy.
yeah.
beans. Okay, it's December 7 for us at least. I think is it the 7th for you guys over there too?
It
It
is.
Yeah.
is.
Holiday plans. I mean, are you guys wearing the Christmas jumpers? Are you having pudding and mince pies every day? Like, what
Where's
is
my
the
hat?
goal?
We've got nothing Christmassy around right now.
Mince pies, yes, definitely had one
Oh,
last
yeah.
night. What else? Yeah, I need to get my my Christmas hat out. I have one of those somewhere.
You've got your tree.
Yeah, got the tree
Yeah,
and
getting the
listening to
tree
some music,
tomorrow.
some holiday Christmas music. That's yeah, that's already started. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Follow
mean,
up
you know,
question. Follow up question first, Rico. This is Christmas we're talking about. We all know I'm Mrs. Claus. Favorite Christmas movie of all time, and a Christmas movie that you feel like is so overrated. Like, why are people freaking out about this? It ain't that good. Ooh, spill the tea.
Oh, there's too many
Oh,
Christmas movies. Love
Huh.
Actually,
Love
Elf.
Actually is amazing.
What's the Home Alone? Of course, Home Alone.
of course,
Home
Home Alone,
Alone.
Home Alone.
Give us
Kevin.
Wow.
good ones. Overrated. Go.
Overrated.
Elf.
No.
Is it
No.
No, Elf's good. Elf's good.
Elf's good. How dare you?
Oh my God, Santa. I know him. How
I
dare
used that's the first thing that came to mind. I was like, oh, say something.
you know,
I
like some
don't
people
know. I
the
can't
best.
remember. They're all too good. They're all good. I mean,
Yeah,
we have
they're all
we
good.
have a channel called Channel 5, which normally plays some really sort of bad Christmas movies. So if you go on that, you'll find one probably.
Not for you guys. I know that receiving a Christmas gift will be oh dearly. You know what I mean? Something that you would look forward to, especially with the year that we've gone through. What would be the Christmas gift that you would want to receive? Let's start with you, Andy. What would be the gift that you want to receive?
Um, just a big hug. That's all I need. Don't need anything else apart from that.
I'm
Is
on
that
my way.
really bad?
One
Yeah,
and
James.
I'd like a glockenspiel, please.
James.
That's
I
what I
feel like
want.
these guys are too cool for us, Rico, and like we're trying to like blend in and like hang out, and it's just like no, we're not. Okay, going on tour.
What?
You guys are going on tour next year. Really exciting. I mean, what are the things you're looking forward to, and what are the things you're a little like, I'm nervous. Like, oh my gosh, we're going on tour, we're going live. So, what are you looking forward to? What are you a little scared of or nervous about?
Looking forward to hearing everybody sing our songs back to us because it's been we've released two like albums basically since we've last played any shows, so we haven't had any of that feedback in real life. That's what I'm looking forward to hearing. And what am I nervous about? Kind of just playing again. It's been a long time. But I mean, yeah, I'm looking forward to that, but also slightly scared, 5% scared. But
Aw.
I don't know, it's fine. It's
How
all
about you,
fine, guys.
James?
Yeah, same. I'm most excited just to hear people singing songs again, and that feeling of like, there's nothing that makes you feel quite as alive as going out on stage, or particularly. I mean, I hate this feeling, but the feeling just before you go on stage, where it's like, oh, it's like spine tingles. Um, but when you go out there, it's so like exhilarating. And the bit I'm not looking forward to is trying not to get COVID whilst we're doing it.
Well, yeah, that's the last thing you want to get, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Andy,
Wait,
James, we know you guys are music makers, you guys are taste makers, and there's a lot of people out there looking up to you guys, getting started, getting their setup, just like myself, getting a whole setup going. You have any advice that you could share with people who are trying to produce music, trying to make music in their infancy stages? I mean, how to get the confidence out there? Start with you, James.
Okay, my advice would be, don't worry about like trying to sound like the biggest pop producer or whatever. Like, the most important thing is that you sound unique and different. And so when Andy and I were first starting, we, particularly for the first album, like it's really noticeable, we decided on like a palette of sounds that we would only use for every song, basically. So we decided that we loved this, The Prophet, which is that one over there.
Mhm.
Oh,
Hey.
behind the scenes.
Yeah, we love the Prophet keyboard, and we love like 808 drum sounds, and we loved like slapback vocal effects. So we just every song we kind of put those together, and so that we could basically cover any song like we covered just the two of us, and it would sound like a HONNE song if we use those sounds. So yeah, I would just my advice would be focus on sounding unique and find your own sound, and that's a good starting point.
How about you,
Well
Andy?
said.
I'd say just keep at it, because we've written some pretty bad songs over the years. But if you just keep going, like eventually you stumble upon something great, and yeah, you just gotta it's just like anything, practice makes perfect. So just keep going, and
Yeah.
it will come. It will come in the end.
Okay, one last question for me before we wrap up. Since we're talking about, you guys writing pretty bad songs, let's focus on the songs on the latest album. What for you is your favorite song?
All the bad songs.
Not the worst song on this album. What's your favorite song on this album and why? James.
Oh. Okay, favorite song on this album, I will go for Back on Top. Why? The writing experience was fun with Sam and Griff and Ruben, our friend. And I don't know, there's just something about it that makes me feel really happy. It's the combination of the chords, the energy of the song, and the vocals. And it's got one of my favorite lines in it, in the bridge, which is I go from lower into uppercase. So I love that. Well done, Andy.
Hey.
Good line.
That is a good one.
Andy?
What's my favorite? There's too many to choose from. I think it depends on my mood. If I'm feeling upbeat and positive, Dancing on a Cloud is really fun and nice. And if I'm feeling more sort of pensive or moody, then Heart Song is quite a personal favorite of mine. And yeah, there's loads though, guys. You've got a whole different range of songs to choose from. So yeah.
Something to fit every mood, right? That's what it's all about. Now, Andy, James, thank you for taking time to join us. Message to all your fans here in the Philippines. Go ahead, Andy. We'll start with you.
Well, we miss you all loads, and we really can't wait to, fingers crossed, it's going to be next year that we come and hear you guys sing to us, because you're the best singers, and we just want to hear you sing our songs back to us, because yeah, we need it. We need it to perk us up. Until we come and hear you, we're just going to be sad. So we need to come over it.
James.
Yeah, and I was going to say actually one of my favorite. So we posted a video on TikTok of us playing one of the mall shows when we were over last, and it's basically us just getting our fans to sing Location Unknown back to us. And the one of the top comments is imagine paying for a ticket and then being made to sing the songs for you. But it's what we love. It brings us so much pleasure, and I think hopefully the crowd also feel that like energy of, I don't think there's anything better. It's like a football chant, isn't it? Like getting 10,000 people or whatever singing your song all at once. It feels incredible, and yeah, we can't wait to come back. You
It's
guys are
also
the
a really
best.
great technique. It's also a really great technique when you forget the lyrics and you go sing it.
Yeah.
Right?
You sing it.
Vanilla.
Yeah, that's the line. Remember that, Andy,
That'll be
James.
something.
Thank
Thank
for
you, guys.
joining
Thank you.
us, and congratulations on your third studio album. The songs are incredible. We have them here in the station, and they're requested for all the time. Thank you for the amazing music, and happy holidays, guys. You deserve
Yeah.
like the best Christmas ever. So
Amazing.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And hugs from the Philippines.
Yeah.
Thank
Stay,
you.
Thank
And
you.
thank
guys.
you to you
warm.
guys. Thanks for all the
Stay
support as
warm.
well. Like we
Stay warm.
see you guys supporting us all the time and playing our music, so we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Take care.
All
Okay,
right,
bye
and
guys.
everybody's
Bye
bye.
guys. Andy and
Bye.
James. Bye. There you have it. That was cool.
I am so warm. My heart is so
Right?
warm. I love them. They're like guys that you can hang out with. Am I being a little feeling that I feel like they could be my friends? But I feel like they could be my friends. Like we could hang
Cool.
out in a club and like drink, you know. And did anyone ever tell James he looks like Draco Malfoy? Like, am I the only one who sees it? Am I the only one who sees how
You can tell him now.
he's still there? Hi. You
I've
can't
just been laughing at that.
can't
All
look
We
right.
are friends. We can hang out. Next time we're over.
All right, we're gonna hang. All right, bye
We're on.
again.
We're
But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I learned
Thanks
so
for
much,
joining us.
as far as producing, as far as being a songwriter is concerned, you learn so much from these guys. So once again, thank you to James, thank you to Andy, and thank you for those who request for their songs, who actually dedicated to their significant others one or another time, here on the show. But till then, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Twitch, she is Karla Aguas.
He's Rico Robles. All right. As promised, monsters, here is a track by HONNE featuring Nick.
Monster exclusive interview only on Manila's hottest